Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any videos by us.
What did you feel was the need to have such a program out at this time in our mental thinking at this point?
Well, I mean, we made it before this time, but
Right.
how wonderfully it fits into this time, I feel, because the gumption that both of these women have, no matter what is thrown at them, and the ability to stand up again and face it and move on, that is what we wanted to capture most in the show. And now that that is like the most important thing in all of our lives, if we plan on living happy and healthy lives here on forth, I think it will relate, like people will relate to it so much more and get inspired with it, because I think everybody's going through that kind of low phase of their career is not going so well, their relationships are probably crumbling, they don't know what the future holds, and they only have their own capabilities to rely on. And somehow the show we wrote and made a few months ago happens to be about that, about how you have to rely on yourself.
So Ashvini, a couple of years ago at our Women Writers Festival, you talked about how the changing portrayal or characterization of women on television is one big piece of social change. In that sense, normalizing conversations around divorce or talking about people taking a call on their individual lives, is that something you believe has finally helped, through OTT platforms, bring a sense of normalization?
Yeah, and the main thing, Shaili, is that a woman who has the look like Masaba, she's not your conventional Indian-looking heroine, and today she's the protagonist. The very fact that we have a show which Masaba herself says, I never thought that I would get a show with the way I look, because she's very unconventional. She's not your typical Bollywood heroine or your typical protagonist. And she's saying that itself is a big change that we are seeing. And, I didn't think of it that way because I was going by the character. But when she told me this, I realized, things have changed. I mean, Masaba is so bold and sassy, and she's very different from, right from birth, her life has been sort of in the public domain. So I feel if things like that are happening, then things are definitely changing, and for the better. And today we talk about everything under the sun in this show. I mean, from dating after marriage, everything that you see is there in the show. That every single woman, even from her not getting a house because she's a single woman, a celebrity in Mumbai, which is a known fact. It's what single women especially face, every day. And I also feel with the show like this, we shrink the global boundaries that content has. Because today, like I was just telling someone that, I end up watching Japanese shows, I watch Korean shows, I'm watching Spanish shows, sometimes without subtitles, Yeah, because I'm so into the story, and I realize I haven't even read the subtitles. So, and you still understand, because basically the emotions are same throughout the world. They might be slightly different due to different cultures, but otherwise the feelings are all the same. So I feel that this show has the strong potential to go global as well, because of how global the protagonists are. Both of them, Neena ji and Masaba, are strong, inspiring women. So things are changing.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any videos by us.